Hi, this is Troger here from Exiled Kings. I want to show you a video of myself in a solo heron. It's a Battle Heron and it's here for baiting. You can see the fit there. It's just max DPS with dual ASB in the mid slots, and my tactic is just to land on a high trafficked high set gate and sit on it with a suspect flag. I just grab suspect flag from usually the nearest asteroid belt, loot a wreck, warp to the gate, and see what will engage me. So we're going to go ahead and start off this first video. It's 5 video clips, and they get better as they go. First video here is a Corax that lands on me, and he just looking for an easy kill. He's definitely a newer pilot. He just immediately sees this flashy Heron and thinks he can kill me. He has no point whatsoever. So he's just here looking for a quick kill. Thinks I might just be lost in space with suspect flag sitting on a gate. He's all T1 fit. Afterwards, it's clear in the kill mail that he was definitely not looking for a fight. Just happened to stumble upon me. He's light missile fit, so you can see that as I quickly orbit him, get my high DPS, my drones on him, his light missiles can't do nearly enough DPS to hold me, and I can just quickly orbit him, bring him down, and this is pretty much the engagements I'm looking for here. Newer pilots or somebody just looking for a quick kill sees a flashy Heron. The Heron is not known, it's a scanning ship, it's not known for being good in battle, so that's basically what I'm looking for, is these kind of engagements. Here at the very end here, this Cerberus comes in, engages me, but I did fight him, but I didn't have enough to break his tank, and he was heavy missile fit, so couldn't do anything to me, so we just moved on. This next fit is a Harpy, and I'm going to apologize up front for the video. No, your client is not lagging. That is my client lagging badly in the middle of this fight, but this Harpy hits me, and he is definitely PvE fit. I can tell right off the bat because there's no point on me. He's just, and he's got a very, very hefty tank on him. In his kill mail, he is a small shield booster, just a regular shield booster. He's actually got a cap recharger on there as well. Because with the small shield booster in hybrid weapons, it's extremely cap intensive on these small Caldari assault frigates. So he just is sitting here, he's got a solid tank, and he's engaging me. He probably is a newer pilot. I didn't look at his age, but he's just sitting here brawling with me. He's not really moving too quickly. You can tell he's not using a prop module. He's going around 300 meters a second, and he's probably just orbiting me or whatever. And he's just in a brawl match with me. And my client lags out here pretty bad. As you can see, my movement through my ASBs gets pretty choppy, and I'm just hoping here that I can activate them long enough to be able to keep my shields up before going into armor and structure. And here in a bit, he will disengage me. My client really lags out here badly. And if he was sitting there doing his Harpy DPS to me this whole time while I'm lagging out, I would be dead for sure. But you'll be able to see as soon as he comes back that he had actually disengaged me very briefly. And what that probably means is that he lost cap. He capped out using his shield booster, was no longer able to run his guns, or just didn't realize, turned off his small shield booster and didn't realize that his guns had stopped shooting at me. And you'll see him quickly re-engage me here with his hybrids. And he's got a solid tank. I mean, it's through and through. He's got hardeners and this shield booster that you can tell that he's boosting it. It's not doing a lot because the Harpy, unlike the Hawk, does not have a shield booster bonus within the ship. So he keep his hybrid weapons running. So at this point he's deep into armor. He knows he's going down. He does not disengage. He continues to fight through the end. He thinks maybe he'll be able to outlast my shield boosters, but at this point he is not able to. I've got a full reload going. He just doesn't have the DPS. He's probably just battling his cap, and he goes down with relatively ease. And I'm able to snag his pod here, which I do occasionally if I have limited engagement with them and they're not warping off. But overall, it was a fantastic engagement. The client was a little glitchy, but I was able to get through because of his cappage. This next engagement, I'm here. I've kind of had a Loki engage me, and occasionally I'll have larger ships engage me, and that's why I'm right on the gate. He's got me webbed and scram, but I can easily hop through the gate. And wasn't going to engage him. He was doing a significant amount of damage to me. So I hopped through the gate, and on the other side, it's clear, so I just quickly reapproached the gate to get back into position, and a Malediction, an Amar Interceptor, lands on me and just immediately locks me, and I think he sees me low on shields, and I think that's why he engages so quickly. He's clearly a PvP fit. You can see him get that web and disruptor on there immediately. And I kind of scramble here to just make sure I can stay alive. I misclick a little bit with my drones because I'm trying to make sure I'm orbiting him and keeping my shield boosters running so he doesn't burn me down. So I don't even get my drones on him quick enough. You can see me just stumbling over and over with my drones as I'm panicking to get everything on him. And he does not have much of a tank, as I completely burn through one of my ASBs right away, and it's not looking good, but I've got all my DPS on him at this point. I'm orbiting him. I've got him scrambled, so he can't run. He's engaged me. You can see that Punisher locks me up as well, which if he would have engaged, because I have suspect, anyone's able to engage me, I would have gone down quick, but I'm just barely able to keep my ASBs running. And I do make a mistake here. I don't overheat any of my ASBs, so I probably could have gotten another 15% from them from this fight, and that's a mistake that I made here, but I still am able to hold on and bring him down before he's able to bring me down. And luckily, he actually ends up having a crazy amount of loot. He gives me a good fight in local, says he got baited hard. There's another... This next engagement here is another Amar Interceptor, a Crusader this time, and very lethal ships, especially against the Condor because of their Scorch. And he pulls range right away. He gets out of my scram range. I'm a little nervous that he's just going to be able to hit me from Scorch. You can see he's using Scorch by the color of his beam. And he doesn't maintain range. He lets me get right back on top of him, get him scrammed. They do not have a lot of midpoints to fit with, so he is scrammed. He's probably my warp drive fit, and he cannot go anywhere at this point. And he's doing a significant amount of DPS still. I didn't pay attention if he switched to Conflag or what when I got right on top of him. He's still doing a good amount of DPS to me. You can see he's burning through just one of my shield bursters. I remember to overheat in this engagement. I've got everything on him. He's got a small ancillary armor repair, but just one of them. So I'm overheating my ASBs. I've got everything on top of him. It's a quick fight. It's basically who can burn down who quicker. And fortunately for me, my ASBs keep me just barely long enough to get him, both of them run out. And he probably needed maybe one or two more volleys to burn me down, but I'm just barely able to finish him off. Just a fantastic engagement, a great fight from another clear PvPer. This last fight here is my favorite engagement by far. I've moved to red versus blue space now, and it's very busy here. And I've stumbled upon this Vexer who's locked me up here on this gate, and there's quite a few red versus blue coming in and out, so I'm a little nervous about my engagements here. He engages me, and you can see pretty quickly here that his medium hybrid weapons are able to track me well before I get my velocity up and my transversal going. He webs and scrams me, so he keeps me at about 50% speed, but even at 50% speed, I can still go about 500 meters a second, burning him around me, which is more than enough to keep up a speed where he cannot track me. So I'm just sitting here trying to burn down this Vexor, very, very nervous that there's going to be other red versus blue that come through here that see me as a suspect, see me as a Huron fighting a Vexor, lock me up, and I can clearly go down if they get one or two ships on me. And at this point, I'm not having to pulse any of my ASBs because he cannot do any damage to me. He does not deploy drones. He's clearly a new pilot. I looked him up afterwards. He was a very new pilot. Not a terrible fit. It was pretty much all T1, but it wasn't a terrible PvP fit. But he definitely either forgot to deploy drones or didn't think he would, or didn't think he'd be able to do enough damage with them, or thought I'd shoot him. I'm not sure. So he's just, we're in this engagement here. And I'm burning him down, just hoping that nobody else is going to show up. And quickly, a Omen is going to show up. And Omens I would not engage on my own because of just the fact that they can use Scorch and Conflag, and they can track extremely well. And you can see him lock me up. And he's pretty close to me, and quickly he turns on his micro warp drive and just burns out of range, so that he can get into range of Scorch, because Scorch can track really well. And I'm trying to burn this Vexor down as quick as I can. And you can see now that Omen is hurting. I wasn't having to use any of my ASBs, luckily, against the Vexor, so I'm pretty much full. And this Omen is hurting pretty bad. The Vexor's now into structure, but he's clearly damage controlled and going down very slow, because I really only push about 120 DPS in this Huron. So at this point, I'm taking on a Vexor and an Omen simultaneously in this Battle Heron, and I'm trying to burn this Vexor down before this Omen kills me. And I'm overheating pretty much everything that I got. I've ran out of ammo. I've been fighting the Vexor so long. I have a reload go on my rocket launcher. Forget to actually reactivate it here for a bit, which was almost my death. And I'm finally able to burn this Vexor down. This Omen is pretty close on top of me now. And as I kill the Vexor, I don't worry about looting. I worry about getting out. But you can see that the Omen's got me warp disrupted. And so I am out of boosters and still getting beat up pretty bad. So I just quickly take the sun, align to it as best as I can, and somehow the Omen drops point on me. I'm not sure if I just barely pulled range on him or if he just makes a mistake or runs out of cap or whatever, but I get out with about 70% structure. So I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. Please comment if you can so that I can go ahead and improve on these videos, and I will see what I can bring you guys next time. Thanks for watching.